Hello, very good afternoon to you and welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News coming to you live on MTV Sports. I'm Shahin Jurangpati. Let's start off with a look at your headlines. Water cut to several areas in Colombo continues to inconvenience the public. Water Board says that water supply will be restored by 6 p.m. Six accidents in the country claim the lives of 3. GCE level examinations commence at 2,120 centres. New traffic plan implemented on Reclamation Road, China Street and Main Street in Colombo. World Bank to allocate $200 million in emergency assistance for West African countries battling to contain the Ebola outbreak. Here are those stories in detail. The National Water Supply and Drainage Board says that the water supply to 95% of the areas in Colombo and its suburbs will be restored by 6 this evening. Deputy General Manager for Colombo of the National Water Supply and Drainage Board, Gerard Fernando, speaking in the Newsfirst, said that the water supply to the affected areas will be completely restored by tonight. Water supply to Maharagama, Nugegoda, Vijayarama and Kote was suspended at 9 a.m. on Saturday. Although it has been over 3 days since the water supply was suspended, the Water Supply and Drainage Board has failed to completely restore the supply of water. A senior official attached to the Water Board said that it will take another 3 hours to restore the water supply. However, when our correspondents visited the Nugegoda, Navala, Kandewata and Kote areas, it was evident that the residents are not receiving water properly and the water that is received is discoloured. Well, 6 more accidents took place in different parts of the island today and claiming the lives of 3 persons. 4 persons who sustained injuries are receiving treatment in hospital. The accident that took place at 6:30 this morning in the Bata-Atta area in Hungama claimed the life of 1 person. The accident was a result of a collision between a bus travelling from Galevala to Katuragama and a motorbike plying from Katuragama to Mathura. According to our correspondent, 2 persons have been travelling on the motorbike and the driver died as a result of the accident. The female pillion rider who sustained injuries was rushed to the Rana hospital and was later transferred to the Tangol base hospital. Locals say that the location of the accident is a dangerous bend prone to accidents. An individual who sustained serious injuries in an accident in Pandulagama on the Anuradhapura Putla main road at 7:30 this morning succumbed to his injuries upon admission to the Anuradhapura Teaching Hospital. The accident was a result of a head-on collision between 2 motorbikes. The rider of one motorbike is a female and the rider of the other motorbike was the deceased. 1 person was injured when 2 tipper trucks collided at 8 last night in Galkulama on the Anuradhapura Kandy road. Our correspondent said that 2 tipper trucks transporting coal had collided, resulting in the accident. A lorry, a cargo container and a van had collided at 7:30 this morning in Omaragolla, which falls under the Gokorala Police Division on the Colombo Anuradhapura road. The lorry had veered off the road and crashed into a nearby house. A van with a group of persons on an excursion from Colombo to Dambulla had collided onto an oncoming lorry while attempting to overtake a cargo container also travelling to Dambulla. The driver of the lorry sustained injuries in the accident. He was admitted to the Galevala District Hospital and later transferred to the Kurunagala Teaching Hospital. 13 persons who were travelling in the van were unharmed. A 3-wheeler plying from Kantale to Kirindavalla had veered off the road and collided onto a telephone post at 5:30 this morning in the Galevala Police Division. 2 persons were injured in the accident and one of them is receiving treatment at the Galevala District Hospital. A school student was killed in an accident at 9 this morning in the Hetta area in Ridigama on the Kurunagala Kapatipola road. A student who was on the side of the road waiting to attend an extra class was killed after being knocked down by a van. The deceased has been identified as 13-year-old W.D. Hansika Kumari from Nahalla, Ridigama. A new one-way traffic plan was implemented along the Reclamation Road, China Street and Main Street in Colombo with effect from today. Police media spokesperson SSP Aditrona tells us more.
The Colombo City Traffic Police is implementing one-way traffic plan respect of Reclamation Road, China Street, Main Street and Khan Clock Tower. Especially the vehicles that are going towards Kochikade can go on Reclamation Road, but the vehicles that are coming from Modora, Kotahena and Kochikade, they have to come towards Fort via China Street and Main Street. This special one-way traffic plan is implemented from today.
Placing of bonds for the Uva Provincial Council elections will conclude at 12 noon today. Accordingly, the accepting of nominations will end tomorrow. Deputy Elections Commissioner M.M. Mohammed said that a special security program is in place to prevent any acts of elections laws being violated, which may take place with the ending of handing over of nominations.
Placing of bonds will end 24 hours prior to the closing date of handing over nominations. It is against the elections law to organize rallies in support of politicians on the last day of handing over nominations. Since the last day of nominations is also the day in which the advanced level examination is held, the Election Secretariat together with the Police Department has implemented a special program to prevent political rallies from taking place on this day.
Now, two political parties handed over their nominations for the provincial council election last afternoon. The election secretariat said that 11 independent groups have so far placed their bonds. Moving on to more local news, today is day 4 of the Colombo Centenary International Scout Jamboree that got underway at the Vigro campsite in Madampe. An art competition organized by Newsfirst for all the Scouts and Girl Guides is also taking place at the campsite. The Colombo Centenary International Scout Jamboree, organized to commemorate 100 years of scouting of the Colombo District Scouts, commenced under the theme Aibovan. Many activities took place at the Jamboree this morning. The Newsfirst sponsored Colombo Centenary International Scout Jamboree will continue till the 7th of this month. The Ceylon Petroleum Corporation says that the final ship that was anchored after the fuel buoy malfunction is due to unload its fuel today. Acting Chairman of the CPC and Secretary to the Prime Minister S. Amarasekaran said that 2 ships have completed the unloading of fuel. He added that accordingly crude oil for a month has been stored. He also noted that the unloading is done from the fuel buoy with its full capacity. S. Amarasekaran noted that so far ships have not asked for delayed charges for the time period during which they had to wait until the oil was unloaded.
The buoy malfunctioned when oil was being unloaded. Ships came into the country from time to time after we had made plans for 1 ship to arrive in 2 weeks. 2.5 ships have completed unloading fuel after the buoy was repaired. The rest will begin unloading today. When considering the crude oil requirements of the country, all the crude oil tanks in the country are full. This is why we had to hold up unloading until it was the proper time. We have refined oil adequate for a month. We faced a difficulty last month, but we were able to manage it. The ships might ask for delayed charges if their costs are not covered by insurance.
The GCE advanced level examinations commence today and will conclude on the 29th of August. 296,313 candidates will sit for the examinations this year at 2,120 centers island-wide.
The Department of Examinations said that a staff of over 21,000 will be involved in organizing the examination, while 295 coordinating centers will be operational 24 hours of the day during all days of the examination. Students facing the examination arrived at their respective examination centers this morning in this manner. Commissioner General of Examinations WMNJ Pushpakumara issued a set of instructions for advanced level examination candidates. The Commissioner General said the examinations will commence at 8:30 am and candidates should arrive at examination centers half an hour prior to the commencement of the day's examination. It has also been made mandatory for the candidates to produce their admission card and their national identity card. The candidate's signature on the admission card needs to be certified. Commissioner General Pushpakumara also reminded that mobile phones, correction fluid and calculators are not allowed at examination centers. Meanwhile, outsiders are barred from entering examination centres, while building repairs, extra classes, events, gatherings, sporting events and musical performances and practices are not allowed to be held at the premises of the examination centre. He added that gatherings in the vicinity of such examination centres and the use of loudspeakers in these areas are also banned, further noting that if candidates are disturbed in any manner, a complaint in this regard can be made at the nearest police station, the police headquarters or to the Department of Examinations. The Commissioner General also notes that complaints on examination fraud can be made to the Department of Examinations on the immediate hotline 1911. He also added that complaints can be made to the Operations Centre at the Department of Examinations on the 24-hour hotline 0112-784208 and 0112-784537. Meanwhile, Elections Commissioner Mahinda Deshapriya has instructed the secretaries of parties to act in a manner that will not affect the ongoing advanced level examination.
Speaker of Parliament Chamal Rajapaksa attended the program in Monaragala yesterday.
The event was organised to present children's account books to 1,000 school students of Monaragala. The presentation took place at the auditorium of the Monaragala Library. Uva Provincial Council too has organised various programs for the benefit of children in the Uva province, including the presentation of scholarships to enhance their knowledge and make the children into productive citizens. Meanwhile, Speaker Chamal Rajapaksa also attended a mobile service organised to present aid to the physically challenged soldiers at the Monaragala Community Hall.